This is Coon Cassius for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Peter Fury. Do you know what? For the first year, you look less like Santa Claus right now.
Does that mean I do look like Santa Claus?
When you had your big beard, you did.
Yeah,
You did. You know when you had like a big, like a
I
thick
know.
beard? Yeah. That's,
I know, yeah.
it means you ain't got a higher one for the Christmas parties. That's what.
No, that's true. And sometimes it comes right out here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
How are
I've got a buzzer. I've invested now in a buzzer, so it ain't too bad.
how are you, Peter? All good?
I'm all
Christmas?
right, Coogan,
Yeah.
thank you. Happy New Year to you as
Happy
well.
New Year. Yeah, absolutely.
Um, yeah, it's been nice. I've had a nice Christmas, nice few days with the family and stuff, so it's been good.
But Christmas and New Year and all that period, like it should be for everyone, but it's about the family, the grandkids, etc. Not even the kids anymore, it's about the grandkids, isn't it?
You know what? This year I ain't really seen anybody. I've not even seen the kids or the grandkids.
All
It's
right, okay.
been, it's been hectic working over the Christmas and stuff. I've had a few days. I just had a few days off and then back to it again.
Okay. Well,
But it's still been good. It's been enjoyable.
good to hear. Peter, I'll just kind of, yeah, I want to talk about just before we kind of get into this interview about the tragic situation we saw unfold in Nigeria with Anthony Joshua and his two friends, which who tragically passed away. And
Yeah.
look, I'm not gonna. We don't know a lot of information, etc. But from what we've seen, it's just a horrible, horrible, horrendous situation, Peter.
I think any death of a young person that's got the rest of his life ahead of him, especially good people with ambitions, clean living people as well. I think it's very tragic. Any human that's lost is tragic anyway. So I just think it is bad. It's terrible. Listen, it's incomprehensible. There's no word you can adjust it to make it even half rationally normal because 1 hour before the fine, the perfect, and then in the next minute, they're lying out on the road, and that's the end of it. It's the end. It's final, and yeah, it's very sad. I keep going on about it, but this is why our faith has got to kick in because you just don't know what's around the corner at any time.
Mm. Well, look, obviously our thoughts go out to, we know Anthony Joshua is okay, and but our thoughts go out to.
Yeah, he might be okay physically, but he's definitely not going to be mentally because
That's
if
right.
he's
Yeah, he's
got
not mentally okay. Yeah,
if he's got a heart in his body, which I'm sure he has, I've heard he's a very nice fellow as well. And the thing is, it's going to have an effect because when you've got people around you and you're close to your people and you think a lot of them, it's going to have a big effect. So
yeah,
it will be. It's going to be an emotional wrecking ball ride for him for
yeah,
quite a while. It will be. It's the loss. The loss is you can't put a word on it. It's that deep of a loss.
yeah.
So, but look, God bless them. God bless him, and please God, it's not his fault. There's nothing anybody can do. It's what's written. Sometimes
Mm.
there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing anybody can do. Only wish them the very best and pray that the two deceased has passed over and they're in eternal glory where I believe they will be.
Yeah, just a horrendous situation. Whether you knew the boys or not, who, like you said, had passed away, whether you knew them or not, it's just a horrendous situation. So it just
Yeah.
makes you think, doesn't it, Peter? Like life is not promised to anyone, it's not guaranteed to anyone, and yeah,
Well, it isn't, especially when I get in these later years now and I look and I think so many people around me that's having problems, health problems, loss of life, one thing after another. And when you get to my time of life, you get immune to it because you expect things to happen. So you just got to thank God every day that it's calm. So we just got to try and appreciate that we're living, we're healthy, and everybody around us is okay. That's your wealth, isn't it?
mm. Yeah, I mean it's not even like a cliche, but if you've got your health, you are winning. If you wake up every day, you are winning. Everyone thinks that they've got problems because of trivial things that don't really matter, but ultimately your health is absolutely everything to you, isn't it?
It is everything, yeah, and people set the bar too high sometimes, and they stretch what they can't afford and all this, and it causes undue stress on them. And people get bills to pay, and they worry whether they're worrying about a job or work, this and that. Look, live by your means and enjoy where you are,
Mm.
because that's the answer. It's not about living and breathing and worried sick every day to pay a bill. That's not life. We're wasting life doing that. What we've got to do is find some enjoyment in what we're doing every day, because life's not easy. So that's the thing. I get a lot of enjoyment from being just peace by myself, speaking to my family and just a few people I speak to, and we're in the gym doing bits and pieces. You've got to find some enjoyment in what you're doing, haven't you?
Absolutely. Peter, I've known people over the years that have taken their own lives from their financial situation, which is so horrendous to think that that's the reason why they have. Um, so you're right in what you're saying, 100% that.
People say, "Oh, I don't know why they've done this." I understand why people take their own lives. I can understand a lot of stuff. I've been in some pretty dark places myself. I've never contemplated taking my life, but I can understand how people get there.
Totally, totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
not an easy ride, this, and there's some people who's having it really, really bad. But look at the people that's in hospital and been given, they got terminal illnesses, they're fighting for their life,
yeah.
praying to the blessed Lord, anything under the sun to be here. Thank yourself lucky you're not in that position.
Correct,
I mean,
correct.
so you can always look. People's always looking at the next door neighbour. Yeah, look, look at where you could be. Listen, we're living, we're breathing. Yeah, and whatever we are, we're doing what we're doing. It's a good world out there. I don't understand. Every time I walk around London, yeah, and I see these people on the street, and I see this young woman. She's only must have been in her early 20s. I said, "Can I ask you a question?" So, what are you doing on that? Why don't you go to a hostel or something? It's £15. I said, "Listen, there's 20 quid." I said, "But I don't think you're going to put that into an hostel." I said, "You're going to take some gear with it or something." Yeah. I said, "You should not be there." I said, "Get off the street." As a matter of fact, I said, "Get up, stand up. Yeah. Take this money." I said, "Which way is the hostel?" I said, "Well, get walking to it." It was freezing as well. Freezing cold. This is Christmas. What were we talking about? Well, 23rd, 24th, 24th, something like that. Of an evening, just sat there. And everywhere you go, they're in the doorsteps and stuff like that. And you think to yourself, why are these people there? But we don't know. People get there, they get vices, they get on addictions, whatever they do, I don't know. But it's a, it's a sad state. But the people that's fighting for their lives in hospital, yeah, they'd love to swap their position because they've got life, but they don't appreciate it. So you can't weigh it up, can you?
You can't work out. I suppose the only way of working out is if you've been in both situations. So we know addiction can get, say, the worst or better of someone into leading them to what you're talking about now. If you're addiction's the worst thing possible because
But
actually
I think we've all got addictions in one way or another. It
it's
can
what
be,
addictions you have though, isn't it, Peter? It's not like some
yeah,
people.
exactly. Listen,
Yeah,
we're all addicted to something. Something triggers, doesn't it? We're impulsive people.
yeah.
So, there's an addiction to whatever. Do you know what I mean? I've got an addiction to food. So,
Yeah, but everyone's got.
but
Some
haven't
people
they?
call it a
I've got
vice.
to get up every morning and I've got to train every single morning because so I can eat something. Because if I don't, I'll just go heavy and heavy and heavy by the week.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I train to live, basically. So I'm not walking up and down and I'm not out of breath walking up some steps or something. and I'm gonna have an heart attack or whatever. But you know, whatever it is, you know, especially if you're on a downer. If I'm on a downer, I'll eat for England. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this has all got to stop. I've had a long think about all this, and I've changed my tack. Not no New Year's resolution because they don't last 2 minutes. Yeah, that's a crock of shit. But I mean, over the past good few months now, I've been taking stock of it, and I think to myself, whatever it is, let it go. Not worth it. Just whatever. You got to do. You got to find your own way through the jungle, haven't you?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, there is a big myth around New Year's where people feel that because it's a new year, they have to make the change. But you don't, in theory, you should make the change there and then, not wait until Monday or don't wait until the 1st of Jan, etc. Should do it there and then. You should do, in theory, that's what you should do. But everyone's built differently, everyone thinks differently, everyone has their own different thought process. So,
No, there's no quick fix in life, is there? Nothing you're going to gain is going to be gained quickly.
yeah.
Whether it be a crash diet, whether it be anything, nothing's gained quickly. What's gained is a change of lifestyle
Mm.
and a change of thought process. Whether it be anything, isn't it? You've got to change your thought process. And the way to do that is, questioning your own self. Look in the mirror and see what you are. Look into yourself properly and see where you're going, isn't it?
How old are you, Peter?
Um,
49.
I'm 57 now for a very short moment, and then I'm 58 in March.
Okay. Would you say at 57, approaching 58, that you're still learning in life? Would you say that?
You're learning every day. People say things to me, and they can randomly say stuff, and it'll just click with me. Do you know what I mean? So you're always learning, aren't you? If you listen, stop learning, and your brain's going to pack in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
You keep learning till the day you die, because without learning and without keeping learning, it's not like, oh, I'm an old man and I've seen it all. I don't care if you're 90. You're still learning until the day your eyes shut and they don't open again.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think it doesn't matter what age you are, I think, or what stage of life you're at, you are always, and if you stop learning or think that you know everything, then that's where a downfall could occur.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the older you get, the more you realise is to be considerate for other people. I think that's a big thing. Is not only being nice to people, but being genuinely considerate about, you know, they might have things that you don't like, but it is what it is. None of us are perfect, are we? Probably a lot of things that they don't like about me or whatever, but we are where we are. But it's just a lot of things. But ultimately, strong faith, kindness, and being genuine with people, I think that's the building blocks to go forward. Even if you ain't got a pot to piss in. If you're a nice person and you're genuine and you're willing to turn, there's help out there, isn't there?
Mm.
There's help out there if they really want it. The only reason why like these people are on the streets and this, that, and the other is because they've got vices and they can't control themselves.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they've gone below zero, haven't they?
yeah. But in general, just don't be a cunt. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Just
definitely, yeah.
yeah, I'm not talking about what you're like, we was obviously talking about people have addictions and find themselves into situations on the street, etc. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about in general life. Just don't be a cunt. Yeah.
Well, listen, people at our time of life, you as well, you know when you come across them, don't you? And they'll probably think to themselves, that fella's very off with me. He doesn't speak a lot. Because I think, yeah, you're a complete tosser. So why do I want to speak? I'm not going to put myself out, am I? If I see something, when you can just see through somebody, like looking through, I don't know, like looking through a window.
Yeah.
That's how obvious they are, isn't it? So it is what it is. But look, it takes all kinds to make the world go round.
It does. It does take all sorts, but like I said, I think you get to a certain age, whether it's your age, my age, and I'm only a few years younger than you, but you learn, and then I think the art of getting negativity out of your life is not to be underestimated. Like getting negative people and situations out of your life and cutting them situations off is what I've learned over
Hang
the
on.
years.
Negativity. Listen, if you're around somebody and they're upset all the time and they've got issues and they're not your cup of tea, obviously you're not going to do well off them, are you?
No.
So just drop them out. I can drop somebody out in 5 seconds flat anyway. I'm pretty quiet anyway. I keep myself to myself, as you well know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, yeah, and I just don't want to be around anybody who's going to give me negativity at all, or even a bad memory. I'll keep away because I don't want to go there. I want to move forward. I want to be positive. I want to wish well for people, be kind, be generous, and just get on with my thing. I'm not Mr. Perfect, I'm a nobody, but I'm certainly not going to surround myself with people I don't care for and people that I just don't like their way. So I'm not going to mess with them.
In your
Because
life right now,
why would
Pete,
I tolerate it?
sorry. In your life right now, Peter, where does and I keep watching these things on the internet about the term peace of mind. Where does that sit in Peter Fury's life? Just having peace of mind. Surely it's at the top of it, isn't it? That's the thing of just having peace of mind. Everyone's gets problems and issues in life. It doesn't matter what age you are, but peace of mind is kind of underrated. It's not spoken about as much as if you've got peace of mind, you actually can live a better way of life. I think.
I'll tell you what peace of mind is. Peace of mind, look, simple things, I, I got up early this morning. Well, I get up early every morning and I go for a little bit of a stroll or a little bit of a jog or whatever I'm doing, exercise in the morning. And then get up at like maybe, well, I'm up at 5:30, so I'll get out for like 6 a.m. in the morning. And I can hear these cockerels crowing. Yeah. That, I appreciate that because it just takes me somewhere. It takes me, I don't know where it takes me, but something there, it relaxes me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And where you got time to think and value what's important that doesn't cost anything. Do you know what I mean? So there, peace of mind is everything. Peace of mind is wealth, health. It's the whole lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because peace
Absolutely.
of mind and having total faith in your beliefs is peace of mind. So that peace of mind, knowing that whatever happens, happens and you're okay with it, that's ultimate peace of mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're spot on. But to me, peace of mind is the key to having a beautiful life.
Well, look.
I've been under a lot of stress, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
can talk about this peace of mind because I've been under a lot of stress over my life and I've been in some very, very dark places and thinking, and I knew I can see down the road I've got big problems coming as well when I was younger, So the thing is, all that stress, that peace of mind now. I'm probably at the happiest now that I've ever been in my whole life, to be honest with you. As far as my faith is concerned,
Yeah.
yeah, and everything else. I'm at peace with myself. I don't need anything. If I've upset anybody, I'm sorry or whatever. We can always do that. If somebody wants a problem with me, come speak to me. Not a problem. At the end of the day, I'm at peace with myself, and that's where you've got to be.
Well, I had no idea that this interview was going to turn into a therapy session for myself and not for you, but for me. But
We're all therapy. I like talking about things where I like talking about stuff that matters in our
of
lives.
course, you always have done that, though, Peter. To be fair, you've
We're
always.
not in a gym, are we? Talking about a boxing glove, getting punched in the face. That's a given.
Yeah.
That's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're there how to give them punches, miss them, and get the job done. There's only so much you can do. But everything revolves around what really, really matters. So that's more important to me. Life after death, that's the ultimate pinnacle for me, what I think about all the time. Because nobody knows. So I've got my own assumptions with it. I look at passages in the Bible. I look at scriptures from I listen to what other people say. I listen and I'll piece things together. I'll look at all of the stars and I'll start thinking things. I look at all of the planets. Yeah. And I'm thinking, what happened there? Why is it like that? Why is ours like this? Why is that like that? That's what interests me. Not what's going on in the world today with politics and all this smoke and mirrors bullshit. Because we get fed a line, don't we, to be honest?
Of course we do.
We get fed bullshit. And listen, there's no way I'd look at that television and think, he's a proper fellow, he's telling the truth. I know he's telling lies. It's all shit, isn't it? That's where we are. So I've got no interest in any of that.
Do you know what, Peter? I don't look at it like that. I look at stuff that we see that's in front of us, whether it's on the phone or television, etc. And I say that this is a possibility of what's going on. I'm not going to say it's a lie because I don't know it's a lie, but there's also a possibility that it's something else. So what I would say is if I watch something and I don't truly believe it unless I've seen it. And if I'm watching something or listening to someone, I appreciate that this is something that could be a possibility. Other than that, then there could be 20 possibilities, depending on what your faith is, what your religion is, whether you believe in that kind of thing or not. I just look at stuff as that is their theory or a possibility, but I don't have to listen to it and take it for gospel.
No, because you can you? Because it's just one man and one woman's word. It's what they believe through their own eyes. You know, everybody's got their own view, haven't they?
Of course. But
Not, not
that's what,
standing on street corners trying to convince anybody. The only thing I can do is talk about my 50 odd years
yeah.
as through my hearing and my thought process and me not so good vision these days.
You're doing all right.
I'm doing all right.
Well, look, listen, I don't want to go too deep into anything to do with boxing, but I wanted to just for you give an opportunity just to say kind of what your plans are for your fighters coming up over the next few months. We've just entered 2026. So yeah, just the fighters you're working with, obviously your boy Huey, etc., Rico, etc., just to give us a little update on what's going on, Peter.
Yeah. So talk about Yui we are trying to get a big fight for him because that's what he needs. So around March sometime. Um, actually, Billy Nelson rang me the other day and he said, I've been approached about Martin McCauley boxing Yui. He said, would you have a problem with it? He said, it's not going to affect our relationship. I said, no. I said, if the money's right, Billy, I said, that fight can be made. So maybe
What a
that's
respectful thing that is, though, from Billy Nelson to ring you over your friendship with him to ask him that.
Because I tell you why, Billy's a friend of mine, and I
Yeah,
value.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine, and I said to Billy this: forget sons and this and that. He's a warrior and he's a man. He's
Yeah.
getting in them ropes. I said, whatever happens, if he gets knocked back out, it does the same to your man. I don't care. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You're still going to be my pal after it. May the best man win. I'm not like that. Trust me. I've got no ill feeling towards anybody in that ring because it's a sport at the end of it. And if a man can't be man enough to take a loss and appreciate that the man's a better man in the other corner, you're not a man in my eyes.
Yeah.
This is a sport. Take it on the chin. That man's got the same pair of arms as you. Whatever happens, happens. So, yeah, there'd be no problem. So, look, maybe that fight can be made. We're looking at a possible few other fights as well.
Yeah.
So, whatever's going to come and whatever it is, he's going to be taking it because that's where he's at. He's got to get in a serious fight, come through that to make a mark anywhere.
Yeah.
No point getting in Bum City, is it? I'm not disrespect to anybody, but look what happened the other day. We got a guy 15-3 or whatever. All this, it's like, listen, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
It doesn't take anybody anywhere. So he needs a good fight. He's training hard, and that's what he wants himself. So hopefully he'll get it.
I mean, Peter, there was obviously some rumours surrounding Rico and AJ. We know AJ's going to be out. Well, we don't know his situation, so let's just leave that one there. But I'm assuming that Rico, you want to get him out regardless at some point in the next 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just waiting on some news with him, seeing what of opponent he's going to get. But he's in training, he's looking well, and he's looking forward to stepping in a boxing ring.
How
So
do you
yeah,
think he'll fare, Peter? You know better than anyone. Do you think he'll adapt to it well?
you know, uh, I will say this. I've worked with Rico now, it must be 15 years, the boxing side of the kickboxing.
Yeah,
Obviously, his trainers, Dennis Crowell, he does all the kickboxing with him, the kicks and stuff, and boxing as well to an extent. And I've just been there in the background, just polishing up his boxing and a few skill sets and stuff. But coming into boxing is a different ball game. It's a different sport, isn't it?
yeah,
So he's having to transition quite a lot. So, but he's doing that transition unbelievably well. So I'm happy. But look, you can transition and do as much as you want. So it's when that bell rings. But he's a phenomenal athlete, and he's hungry. And do I believe he can do well as a boxer? Absolutely, because otherwise I wouldn't be helping him out with it. So he's a threat. Got somebody here who's like bordering on 19 stone, which is super athletic.
yeah.
So it's just getting that transition, that relaxed style, getting the right balance, and yeah, he's doing well. So yeah, so far so good.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
Good
So we're
to
just
hear.
waiting on some news on him. So that's going to be exciting. What else? Talked about Yui. Matty Harris, got Matty
Yeah.
Harris. He's going to be out roughly same time. All these fights, I think, they're all teetering towards March sometime. All of them. And then I've got young James Dean. I think he's over in Ireland on the 10th. He's fighting out there, and then I'm looking to turn him over after that. So he'll
What a
be in.
character he is.
Well, you know what?
Some
He's going
guy
to
he is,
be.
I'll tell you that.
He's another addition. So I said to him, I said, look, I said this boxing, it's carrying on and carrying on. I said, if I don't put a stop to this, I'll be doing this boxing when I'm on a white stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's young, isn't he? So he's 20. So now is the time to look. So we're going to turn him over. So he'll be having a pro fight. Yeah, probably around the same time March as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Big
so there's
year.
going to be a lot going on.
Lot going on.
A lot going on in the first quarter of the year.
I want to mention Kraus as well, Gradis Kraus. Obviously, he's had a very good year, 2025. Next year, titles. Yeah, he's going to be a problem in that weight category, Peter.
Yeah, I believe so. He's on the copper box on the 31st of January. Yeah, and him and his dad, they trained him twice a day. They're busy, and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure he's done very good things up to now. And I've always tipped him for big things anyway, and I'm sure it'll come.
Yeah. Well, look, big year, not just for your fight, but for everyone. Let's hope 2026 is yeah, it delivers and everyone gets out of it what they want to get out of it because life is too short.
You know what it is? Sometimes it is. It's not winning and losing, it's a participation and giving it all you've got, isn't it?
Yeah,
So that's it. You never can say you're too good for this person, too good for that person. But there's only one way to find out, isn't it?
absolutely.
So I don't know. I'm excited about the boxing. So it's good. There's a few good things happening. So it's interesting.
Well, listen, roll on 2026. We're 3 days into it now. So yeah, no doubt I'll be pestering you as the year goes on for chats and life advice. which is this really what this interview was about today.
You'll have to come over. You'll have to come over in this camp we've got, and it'd be good to see you, Coop, and do a bit with the fighters as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll come out to I think it's Timbuktu you're at the minute. So
Exactly.
yeah, Timbuktu. Yeah, I've
Come
never been.
out. It'll be
I've
good
never.
to see you on it. Have a bit of laugh with the fighters and the boxers.
Yeah,
See
absolutely.
what they've got to go through. The best time to have an interview with them is just when they finish sparring.
Yeah,
Got all blood coming out the mouth and their ears and the nose and whatever.
yeah.
Take the interview off them then. Yeah, no,
Uh,
it's a brutal sport at times, but it is what they do.
Absolutely. Right, Peter, much appreciate your time. No doubt, like I said, I will catch up in due course as fights get announced, etc., etc. And yeah, only wish you the best for this year, as always.
Well,
Um,
I'm going to wish you the best 2026. Yeah, in health, peace, and prosperity. There, you've got all three.
I want peace. I'll pick peace.
Let's have peace and jog on the rest. Yeah, no, peace and health you do need.
Peace
But
and health coming
you
hand
haven't
in
got the
hand.
health
Yeah,
great, you're never
yeah.
going to have peace, have you? So
No,
let's look at peace.
correct.
We'll
Yeah,
do peace as the number one. Yeah,
yeah.
I wish you the best of peace, Cougar. You're a good
Much.
man. We go back a lot of years.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched some clips of an interview done with October Red. I don't know all the ins and outs. We don't need to go into what you were talking about, but I like October Red. I'm going to give her a shout out because she's been doing her stuff for a little while now, and I know you get on with her, and she's yeah, she's a breath of fresh air in the media
It is,
world.
and you know what it is. You know what she said to me one time. She said, "Peter, I can never get, people. It's hard for her, and she's got a family as well, and she does her best. And she says what she means, and I think she's quite good as well. She does all right, doesn't she, with it? Like
Very
so,
good.
very good.
She's
So
very good.
and I said to her, I said, listen, we'll do some stuff regular. I said, just give me some fresh things to say because we can't do one with you every week. I said, it'd be boring as shit, won't it? But the thing is, she's no, she's a very good person, and I'm sure. I think she's starting to get the interviews now with a lot of people, isn't she, as well?
She does, but she also like I'm not going to go deep into her kind of situation, but she goes up and down the country, Peter, and graphs and weights, and she doesn't know always if she's going to interview X, Y, Z. But it's nice to see kind of some of the more high profile people in boxing. I'm not talking about yourself because I know you've always given her time, but she's people are starting to kind of give her the time which they should be doing because she's not going in there for clickbait. She's not going in there to set someone up for fucking a line like on the interview. She goes in there
Very truthful. She's a good
very
person,
truthful and she
good-hearted
wants to have
person.
a chat. She wants to have a conversation. She wants to get into those kind of depths of boxing and the personality. So I think the world of her. I generally do.
So what does it tell you? When you're a nice person, doors open, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because the only reason let her interview me that time ago was because she was a very nice, kind person.
Yeah.
And let's give everybody a chance because, listen, everybody's got to start somewhere. So if you can give people a chance and give them a platform and speak and let them have an interview, why not? That's what we're all here to do, really, is
Yeah.
give people a leg up wherever we can.
Absolutely. It goes back to our original thing. Don't be a cunt.
100%. Listen, you're a cunt for a reason. We know about that, don't we?
I know. Trust me, we know about it. Me and you know about that.
Of
Um,
course.
Peter, I'll let you crack on with the rest of your training camp, etc. And no doubt, listen, in the new year, it is the new year now, but we'll catch up again.
This weekend.
What's that?
That's Muga Rioja. Yeah? That's tonight. Hang on a minute. I've got another one here. And I'll have that one for tomorrow. Yeah.
Right. Well, just for quick reference,
Yeah.
is that wine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I've never drunk a glass of wine in my life.
Don't know what you're missing, mate. Listen,
No, no, I'm 44. I don't need to learn new aspects
that's a
of
good one as
alcohol.
well.
What is that? Is it like
That's
red
a
what?
that's
What
a
is it?
reserve again. And I've got another one here. This one's a cracker, this one. That's yeah, that's that one.
Is it just red wine or is there another name? Like,
That one's a 16,
what's that mean?
2016.
Oh, 2016. Right, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see me with my face red, it's not because I've been in the sun.
If I ever decide to drink
Because
a
I've got
glass
red
of
wine
wine,
alcoholic syndrome.
If I ever decide to drink a glass of wine, I promise you it will be with you. Like people might think it's mental. I've never tried wine. I've never
Trust
even
me, cheap wine is like vinegar.
right.
Forget it. You'll have a bad head off it, yeah? Come and see me, and me and you will have a glass of wine,
All right.
yeah? And you'll enjoy it. I'll tell you what, when you come over in the training camp, yeah? I'm gonna take you for some food, and I'm gonna get you, yeah? I'm gonna splash out on you, and I'm gonna get a nice bottle of wine, and we're gonna drink it, me and you.
It's weird when tell people and go, I've never tried wine, white wine, nothing. I know the only reason I may have bought a bottle in my time if I've entertained people or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like if you've coming around for dinner or whatever, I've bought a bottle of wine, but I know nothing about wine. I've never tasted it. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with you.
Definitely. No, I know me wines for sure. I've even got the wine app on my phone. And
Oh,
if I don't know it, listen,
the
if I
fuck
don't
is a
know it,
wine? What the fuck is a wine app? Wine
listen,
app.
I'll pop a wine app on my phone. I just put it on the label.
Yeah.
It like comes up like a, what do they call them? Like, it just comes up like a
Oh,
barcode, doesn't
like
it?
a QR code.
QR code.
Yeah.
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 Boom, it comes up and tells me exactly where, which binary it's from.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
The year, right? The quality, the comments below from the people that's drank it, yeah, and the price of it, the real price of it, not the shop price.
Oh, God.
I went to Italy, yeah, I went with the missus and we had a tour there. Anyway, goes there, and I said, "Hey, let's go and have this." It was in Florence, because Florence is Tuscany all around there,
Yeah.
and that's where you make all the Italian wines. Yeah, so I've gone on a tour bus, right, to these wineries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every winery you go to, right, they let you taste all the different wines. Yeah, see
Right.
which one you like, and then they got some cheese, they got some meats, they got some crackers, they got some nice bread, they got some quality olive oil and whatnot. Do you know what? We spent the full day, and I've got to tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Because after the first two glasses, everything becomes brilliant.
Right. Well, listen.
Listen,
Oh,
after the first couple of glasses, yeah, you start talking to everybody on the bus. So it was a
Pete-
good day.
Peter, I went.
Oh,
I went to South Africa. How many relationships ago? Let me work this out. Three ex-girlfriends ago. Right. Right. No, I'll work it out that way. It's easy for me to remember. I
yeah,
went.
yeah.
I went to Cape Town, Johannesburg. Right. Went to like a wine. Whatever they called. What are they called? Wineries or
Vineyard, yeah.
vineyard. That's it. Went
Wine,
there.
yeah, distillers, whatever.
I had bread, cheese, olive oil, what you just said there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I didn't drink wine or anything, but my ex partner loved the day. I was happy with the bread and cheese, to be honest, and a bit of olive oil. Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in South Africa. I think it was Johannesburg. I think we did yeah, it was Joburg, yeah. Not Cape Town, it was in Johannesburg.
No, you know what I was surprised with when I got on this coach? Yeah? Like, we goes into this place in Tuscany. It could have been Chianti or Chianti, whatever it's called. They do the wine there, don't they? Chianti wine. This is where we was in that winery, in this vineyard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this guy, very hospitable, he gets in this place and there's all these, they call them vats, don't they, where they put all the wine in. Anyway, so he said, where are you from? So anyway, I said, UK. Yeah. So anyway, there was people from Canada. Anyway, there must have been 40 people on this, 30 or 40 people on this bus. and everybody, every little group of people was from a certain part of the world. Chinese, there was every nationality there on that bus. Yeah. And it was very interesting to sit with them all, have a drink, have a bit of food, and talk to them all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it was a good day. It was a good day for all them reasons.
Right, listen, fuck it. We won't have a drink at yours. We'll go to a vineyard, all right?
We can do that. Well, arrange it.
Right, Peter, much appreciate your time. We'll catch up in the next few weeks, etc. But yeah, like I said, hope everything works out for you this year, mate.
Listen, please God, it does. When you come over, you're having a glass of wine with me.
All right. I'll film it as well.
All the best, Cooper.
Peter, much love, and we'll catch
And
up,
you,
no doubt.
likewise.